Hello everybody, Sparkster1701 here, and we're going to take a look at this month's Guardian GoBot. This is one of them that I've had laying out for a while, and for some reason just never thought about getting him out and reviewing him. So, we're going to go the easy route this time, and we're going to take a look at the Guardian GoBot known as Road Ranger. Now, Road Ranger was released late in 1984 and would be predominantly available in 1985. He would be discontinued by the end of 1985, as the GoBot toy line would be phased out in 1986. Of course, Road Ranger is a bit of a controversial figure, mainly due to his alternate mode and the appearance of it, and we'll cover that in a little bit. So first things first, let's get a good look at him. One thing I do want to point out to any collectors of GoBots out there to keep an eye out for is his eye area here. This is actually gold paint. And you probably can't see it too well here on the camera, but there is a slight nick in the gold paint. This does get damaged very, very easily, so please be careful of that if that's something that matters to you. As far as articulation goes, unfortunately, Road Ranger here ranks among some of the worst, as all of it is just in the arm. You can rotate the arm at the shoulder all the way around, so the robot's articulation is rather unimpressive. About on par with many of the Transformers of this size, or even a few that were bigger than him. But at any rate, let's convert him into his vehicle mode, and this is where the fun really happens with him. To convert him, we grab him here by the chest, and we pull upwards, gently now. So we're going to push the head down in. And then once we get that in, we'll fold his arms down onto the body like so. We turn him around, and we'll fold this piece out down over his legs. And there is his alternate mode, a semi-truck cab with a flatbed trailer. Of course, this is where the real fun comes in for him, because the trailer is attached in such a way that it does move from side to side like so. So, you can actually do some proper simulated turns with the truck very easily. Not something that you would always get with a lot of semi-truck toys. They often had the trailer very secured, so to get one, especially of this size, to have a trailer that would move like that is very nice. Of course, how does Road Ranger roll? He free rolls pretty good. It's not perfect, again, mainly due to the way the trailer is set up on here, but as you can see, he does roll pretty good. Just occasionally he will slightly turn, and then that'll slow him down, but all in all, that's really not bad. I like that. Now, of course, we get down to the controversies regarding him as we take a look, as he is molded in a similar style to a Freightliner cab-over-engine truck, very similar to the one that is used for Optimus Prime of the Transformers. A lot of Transformer fans are quick to point out that this was an obvious attempt by Tonka to steal sales from Hasbro's Transformer line. Well, in ways that was possible, but when you look at the history of the toys, no, that isn't the case entirely. Road Ranger here, in his original toy form, was released in the mid to late 70s in Japan, as part of the 600 yen series Machine Robo toys. The Optimus Prime toy was originally known as the Diaclone Battle Convoy, and it was released in 1983, several years after this toy was made in Japan. So, Road Ranger does predate Optimus Prime. Now, is it possible Tonka intentionally chose this one to compete with the Optimus Prime toy? It's probable. That I won't deny. That I will not deny, but was he made deliberately to compete with the toy? No. This was exactly how the toy originally appeared in the 1970s. So, it's more Optimus Prime copied Road Ranger instead. But we'll see if anybody will listen to the facts. Now, there isn't much to go on with Road Ranger, as he made very few appearances in the cartoon, surprisingly enough, for a toy that was said to be competing against one of the more popular toys of his competition. But, and this is a spoiler alert out there, if you're reading the GoBot's comic books, he did recently appear in the GoBot's comic book issue number 3, and some of the Guardians seem to feel that Road Ranger may be a potential successor to Leader 1 for leadership of the GoBots, as he is making cargo runs all across Gobotron, despite the danger of renegade attacks and the numerous sightings of the GoBot monster known as Zod. So, whether this is done as a play on the controversy that this toy has caused for collectors, or just something unique that the writer for the comic threw in, it's hard to say, but I kind of like the twist. Now we get to my thoughts. What do I think of Road Ranger? Well, despite the fact that we really don't know a whole lot about Road Ranger, I think that this is pretty close to a top-tier toy. He just barely makes it in. Because the biggest thing that hurts Road Ranger is the articulation on the robot. I'm not going to lie about that. The robot's articulation is terrible. There's just no way around that. It is terrible with the fact that you can only move him at the shoulders. However, with what you get for him in the truck mode, that's just impressive. It's very nice to have. And of course, he's also solid metal up here at the top of him, so you know he's going to be able to take a little bit of punishment. And you get a decent-sized flatbed trailer for the size of the robot, so that's another added bonus. You can easily carry another small GoBot on top of him. Or just stack a bunch of Lego bricks on there, and there you go. He's doing a cargo run. But all in all, yeah, I think this is a top-tier one. The only real downsides to him is, again, the articulation and, of course, the, let's not forget the paint wear here on his eyepiece. That can also be a detriment, but that, again, depends on each collector's personal preference. And that concludes my review of the Guardian GoBot Road Ranger. If you like the video, please leave us a thumbs up here on YouTube. And also, if you're a new viewer, hit the subscribe button down below so you can join up within our ranks. And ring that notification bell so you'll know when all future videos are posted. Please also share your thoughts of Road Ranger in the comments section down below. This is Sparkster1701 saying I'll catch you all later.